Aw, thank you. This place gives me so much memories.
Cái này sẽ trở lại cái gì? Bà Kinsai làm thay Ray Rao.
Yeah, it's very old, but I actually know the year. I think it was
Japan.
like 78, 79.
School Bakin.
It was earlier than that.
Rồi.
Yeah, because I don't think it was here. The property was here. The space was here, but it wasn't city park. My daughter was born in 77.
Come on, man.
Hai anh đi họp đây. Còn lên gọi là góp công tiếng nói tới cộng đồng ha, để làm cái bạc đẹp hơn ha. Nhưng mà chưa thấy nói gì đã thấy ăn rồi nè. Chưa thấy nói gì là đã thấy ăn chip rồi hả con?
Không chip, cookie.
It's my last year.
I'm not reading a lot of emails, and I'm not sure if you got my emails for this meeting, but I tried.
Community meeting. Cái đứng nghiên cứu.
Hi, welcome. Can you guys sign in if you don't mind?
Sao nghiên cứu làm sao? Cái này là
Bạn kêu gì nữa?
chút nữa người ta mới thay đổi cái bản đó là cái này là cái bản đồ cũ con. Cái đó là bản đồ cũ hay sao á?
Hello, I can hear you.
All right, I'm gonna move away from the speaker because it's kind of awkward to hear myself on that side. All right, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
My name is Janet Palayo, and I'm the Community Services Deputy Director, and also leading with our team here the expansion and revitalization project of Woodbury Park. With us today, we have a few folks. Let me go ahead and introduce our Community Services Director, John Montanches, which is over there. We also have Phil Carter, who is our Public Works Manager, sitting right over there. And somewhere wandering around is Elaine and Jeff Ensico, who are also part of our Community Services team, as well as Rachel Camarena, who's sitting right next to me. So we're all the two departments that are combined to help move forward with this project. We do also have Gary Vasquez here as well. He's with our architectural team, David Volt's Design. All right, so how many of you participated in these meetings back in 2018, 2019? Quite a few of you, that's good. All right, so if you hadn't participated, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a little bit of background about this project. So in June of 2018, the California voters passed Proposition 68, which authorized $4 billion in general obligation bonds and would allocate a portion of, look at all of the information that we submitted in our grant application, looking at all the priorities that we talked about during our meetings and how we came about with the design plan. So, a couple of things about the design plan. Oops, sorry, it's very windy. There we go. So,
Ask Nathan. That looks like Nathan.
Thank you for coming out and for your interest in Woodbury Park. As Janet has mentioned, we've been working with the city for probably 3-4 years on this project. We have two people I know for sure that were here earlier than 3 years ago. They're 3 years older now, that gave us their input. And as Janet had mentioned, we heard what you had to say, and what we tried to do is incorporate of construction drawings, specs, specifications, and that's what you take to go out to bid with contractors, the actual working drawings. This is, again, a concept of where we're at today, but again, just so you know, we're making progress on the construction drawings and specs as of today. And but so anyway, as Janet mentioned, this park has a lot of neat, I think, attractive features. And where you're sitting today, right here, is about in this area right here. So the idea is that we're going to try to lower this. If you can imagine, there is some elevational change from where you're sitting here to the street, Cynthia Street, and the other streets here. So we're going to actually try to lower this area about 3-4 feet to allow for greater visibility into the park for safety reasons and primarily safety, so there's a better visibility throughout the entire park. I'm going to talk about the main features, I guess, and I'll start off with the parking lot. I heard a few arrays for parking earlier, and what we're going to do is add probably 30 new parking stalls into this, along this wall here, along this westerly edge. You'll be able to enter the parking lot from this corner here, enter and exit, and also there's going to be an entry and exit point at Cynthia as well. So we'll have 32 new spaces. There'll be a gate at both entrances at Cynthia and at this entrance here. So the city will be able to control access during the times the park will be closed, usually in the evenings. So, you know, you won't have people just parking there all week long, so to speak.
That's what I was, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to set
So,
parking for-
so Rosita and San Juan Place, we'll have an entry point here for parking, and then this is Cynthia here, and then we'll have parking along this existing wall, this edge here. So approximately 32 spaces is what we're looking at, what we can accommodate and think is appropriate for this park. So you'd park, you drive in, you could park, and as you enter the park, we're going to have this nice walkway around the park and an exercise path adjacent to this paved walkway that takes a person around kind of a loop. It's about a quarter-mile loop. So if you're exercising, you can kind of gauge mileage if you want. Adjacent to that, we try to incorporate a soft.
That's cool.
So a part of our design team, we do have an architect, and we are landscape architects. So we have an architect helping us with this restroom facility. So this gives you an idea of what the new restroom will look like. 3 separate unisex restrooms, or I'm sorry, 6 total. These are the individual restroom facilities. We'll have a plumbing chase to access the plumbing, the pipes for all the lavatories. Working on the playground and trying to finalize the exact play equipment that we'd like to go in here. It's going to be a really cool playground. It's going to have new rubber surfacing, new play equipment. During the workshops that we had a few years back, the jungle, some of the kids thought of a jungle theme. And so we're trying to find some really cool play equipment that lends itself to the jungle theme. And so we're gonna incorporate those play pieces into the playground itself. And this playground will have a play area for the older kids, the 5 to 12-year-olds, which we consider like school age kids, and then the younger kids, the preschool, the 2 to 5-year-olds. And in this case, we also will have a space, a small little play piece for even the younger kids, even 6 to 23-month-old children as well. So we're going to have some swings. Someone mentioned some swings. In the works right now, we're looking into what they call a disc swing, where a bunch of kids can kind of pile on and swing back and forth. And we haven't quite selected a specific swing, but it's going to be really cool. And we'll have some slides, and I'm sure we're going to present the exact play pieces to the city here shortly, and hopefully get a buy-off on all that 3D graphic of that, so you can see it. So this would be the main entrance. We'll have a nice breezeway. There's a space for obviously the pool equipment and all the chemicals and all the things you need to operate and maintain a pool, swimming pool. We're going to have a nice space.
We actually met with a couple of the residents on both corners. I think she was next. So I'll take these. Okay.
Will your street safety assessment team, are they gonna come up here and present something like that, or get together and all our questions? Because I am with him as far as safety. There should be some red curb corners, because people also been parking on the corners. I guess that's a whole different area. You cannot see.
Yeah, I get it. Like for maintenance.
Okay. Hey, he's in school. I have to go pick him up right now. Okay. I'll see you.
See you later.
Okay.
Okay.
Giữ cái tờ kẹt nè, cái bản đồ này mốt cái bản nè. Done. Xong rồi. Cuộc họp xong rồi.